Hi, I'm Nik Miles at Hyundai of Portland, and I'm going to show you this. This is the brand new 2022 Hyundai Kona N. Imagine taking a hot hatch sports car and a cool family SUV and marrying them together. You get all of the performance you want in a small little SUV. And that means you can stick your whole family and get sports car performance, but still get the versatility of an SUV. We're going to put it on the road, we're going to see how it performs, and we're going to take a look at the outside and the inside. Now, let's get it on the road and get going.
Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified every time a new video goes up online.
So here's the thing, this car makes me do bad things. When I say that, it is so much fun to drive that I constantly want to drive it, and I want to drive it race car style. But you have to remember there's these little white signs on the side of the road that tell you you're only supposed to go certain speeds, and you have to be a responsible adult, which I have to remember sometimes that I'm not on the Nürburgring, which is, by the way, where this vehicle got tested. So let's talk about some of the features. Now, these N models are really developed by Hyundai for the racetrack. This was tested on the Nürburgring, and it was also tested on the racetracks in Korea. And they really developed these vehicles to be race cars. Now, Hyundai has a massive race presence outside the United States, and that race presence has brought them many trophies around the world, and they're really sort of introducing their racing presence in the United States now. They've also have the first hot hatch with the Kona, and this is an experiment in doing SUV race vehicles. This has an 8-speed wet dual clutch transmission, and that makes all the difference when you're shifting at speed. Now, I'm going to make sure that I have a clear road and just show you a little bit that, like, it wants to fly. This vehicle, you put your foot down and it really just wants to go. I have no trouble now. 276 horsepower, and all of it is available almost immediately. This thing is really fast off of the mark. I have rarely come across a SUV with such dynamic driving qualities. I think this is a home run for Hyundai, and I have said so many times when I have driven this in the past. Now, you should also know this vehicle doesn't only come equipped with a great engine, great driving dynamics for the track, but it also has a lot of race car features in it that you would normally not find in a vehicle like this. Launch control comes in the Hyundai Kona N. It also comes with distinctive driving modes, great exhaust sounds. If this car drives past you, it's really hard not to head turn when you see it. It also comes with really nice interior features, the bucket seats. It comes with nice interior. It comes with something that you probably wouldn't find in a vehicle of this racing stature. It has good comfort. It has really nice driving features as well. A lot of times you wouldn't find such nice driving features in a race car like this if you had built it yourself. So Hyundai have given you some features that are absolutely excellent with the vehicle as well. Now you have your race mode buttons on the steering wheel, your N buttons. Now that gives you your custom buttons, your custom one, your N button, and then you can go to your normal button. It also has a lot of safety features in the vehicle as well. It gives you your attention level, which is something new that Hyundai have been putting in their vehicles. If it feels that you're not paying attention in the vehicle, it will tell you that your attention level is not high enough. Now, just because this is a performance SUV doesn't mean it is void of tech. A 10.25-inch infotainment screen. It has Hyundai's latest infotainment system in here. It also gives you everything that you need. It has like a game-like display in here. It almost looks like a video game. Of course, it has sat-nav. It has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, as well as racetrack map data. So all of your racetracks are in here. So if you go to a racetrack, it's quite convenient to have your racetracks mapped out inside the vehicle as well. It has communication data such as lap times. It also gives you all of your race modes like boost pressure, all of those type of things, so you can keep track of everything that you're doing on the racetrack as well. That's super useful if you decide you want to do some amateur racing with this vehicle. I like that, so I can take it to the track on the weekend. Now, also custom modes can be set for each individual driver, which means that if there's two people sharing this vehicle, you can set the vehicle up for each individual driver, and that way if one person doesn't like to race the vehicle, one person does, then you can set it up for each individual driver. So the Hyundai Kona N is obviously a race SUV, and you can tell that by a few things just by looking at it. First of all, a large wide stance, a lower air intake that's much bigger than on the regular Hyundai Kona, and that red stripe that goes all the way around the vehicle. Now, there's a lot of angular large body pieces as well, and when you look at the tires on this vehicle, you can tell they're Pirelli P0s, which means they are ready for the racetrack. Now, when you go around the vehicle, you can also see the red calipers on the side. Now, what goes fast also has to stop fast, and that means the red calipers are very necessary because braking is very important when you drive a race SUV. Now, the back of the Kona N is very pretty as well. Race car pretty, that is. You have your big aero wing here at the back, a big brake light up at the top. Now, that is important because when you're traveling behind this vehicle at speed, you want to know that the vehicle in front of you is braking on the racetrack. And finally, those huge big exhausts at the back. And since we're back here, let's see how it sounds on a cold start. And once you get into the trunk, there is actually room to store stuff in the back here. 19.2 cubic feet of space in the back of the vehicle, which is enough room to grab a few bags of cement from Home Depot. Of course, this is a Hyundai, which means it gets a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. It also now comes with a 3-year complimentary maintenance program and a 5-year roadside assistance program. And if you'd like to put this brand new 2022 Hyundai Kona N into your driveway, you can come down to Dick Hanna Hyundai of Portland, or you can get them online or give them a call. They'd love to put you in one for a test drive.